All right, y'all, we're in the fitting up process, and always remember to if you're going to use a cardboard model to compensate for the thickness of the cardboard. Um, my cardboard is obviously thicker than the tin I'm using. It was made to fit around the flange on the top of the furnace, and then I outlined the cardboard on the tin, which made it even wider yet. So should I know better? Yeah, I should. But it's a good problem, and I'll show you why. What we were gonna do was run screws, put this thing together, all four sides and the top, with the hole in it, with our return or our starting flange on it for our 10-inch pipe that's gonna come up to our elbow right here, right? So we was gonna have four sides. I was only gonna be able to get screws, a couple of few screws here, and maybe a couple of few screws down the outside, right? And of course, you always want to give yourself a way to reverse this process, right? If for some reason the furnace takes a dump, 2, 3, 5 years, 2, 3, 5 months, whatever, and you need to remove this stuff, you don't want to have to get in here with a sawzall and tear it up. So you want to be able to take it apart in case there's any kind of emergency, and for some reason you need to get in here. So what I got going here is what I was, like I said, I was going to put screws through the outside in on the front and on the side, and then just tape the rest of it. Now what I'm going to do, you smell what I'm cooking, right? I'm going to put screws from the inside out on these 3 panels and get it good and tight here, right? As you see, we're a little long right here, right? From the front side of our flange here to the front side of our flange on the. So that'll be the panel that we're going to remove to get in here and remove the screws here if we need to get in here. The top being on, the top will be attached, and it won't matter. We'll take the 4 screws or whatever it is in the tape off this outside front panel and be able to get us access to the inside to remove it, so everything else can stay, right? So we had a little problem where width-wise it was good, length-wise it was a little bit long, and we didn't want to start cutting down the height of it off the bottom until that shrank up to the correct span here. Then we'd end up having to fudge all this in again as well, needing to keep this minimum square on the top of here. So a problem ends up working out, right? I mean, praise the Lord. And I told you things would get better. Look, they're getting better already. So that's where we're at right now. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but there's a ton of mouse poop down in here. I'm going to get a piece of 5/8 heater hose from the go-kart water system out of the trailer and duct tape it onto the shop vac. And I'm going to shop vac. Okay, it looks like he started making a house in here. We're going to get all that poop out of there. And when I had the bottom door off, I noticed there was a bunch of poop in here. Will it get back? Yeah, they're going to, come on. We're whacking them. I'm whacking a mouse a day in the house as it is right now. So are they going to get in there? Yeah, but I want to get this poop out here. I don't want to have a problem and have to tear us all apart. Mouse poop problem, right? So especially after we close this up, we're going to be restricting this flow. Isn't going to blow as freely as it is now, right? It's going to be condensed down. So that may cause a little, more heat here too. So just dotting our I's and crossing our T's at this point. I'm going to keep working away on this thing here. What I'm going to do is clamp this thing into place, make sure the top fits without this front on, and then what we'll do is we'll cut and get that cut out and screwed on and all that stuff. So all we've got left to do is this last panel, and then we'll go ahead and do our vacuuming and stuff. Finish this thing up. Maybe part 5, the finish of the plenum part tomorrow. We'll have to go back to the ducting, but it's all downhill. Once we get this on and we get the big pipe up across the water tanks here, it's on like Donkey Kong. The rest of it's cake. Piecing it together, hanging it up, it's all little stuff, right? So Hang with me, folks. Hang with me. We're getting it going. We're getting it going. We just got to get the mouse poop out of here. I don't know if y'all are whacking and stacking them like I am in the house, but these country mice are smart and they're tough. My Victor wooden mouse traps you get at the dollar store or whatever are not killing them. It'll catch their foot or catch their tail or something, and they'll flip and flop, and I got to get in there with my long extension thing, you know, where so you picking like nuts and bolts off the intake of your V8 when you drop them. I reach in there and I got to put these bad boys in a bag and take them outside and take the ball back to them. Sorry, God gave us domain, man, and I am domaining around out here on the farm. So we're going to keep working on it, y'all. Any kind of advice you can give me? I know one of my buddies told me to do the bucket trick, where you put the stuff on and they walk out to go get it on the lid and they fall into the water. The only problem is, what do you do with 10, 15, 20, 25 dead mice that have drowned? You bury them in the ground? Man, I don't want to get into that. So right now, they're a little feisty, but I'm winning the battle so far. Godspeed, God bless. Hang in there, we'll bring you some more. Yep, it's getting done.